Hello clever people and welcome to my review for The Art of Racing in the Rain. So The Art of Racing in the Rain is a movie that is based on a novel that was made about a dog who has an owner who is very into sports car racing. And it's about the dog who also shares a passion in that. And at least that's what I thought the movie was about. But what this movie really is about is that it's about the owner who meets a woman and falls in love. And after a bunch of complications with stuff revolving around his life, it's basically just how he deals with his life and how racing and his dog all kind of weave into it. So The Art of Racing in the Rain from the trailers looked really terrible to me. I wasn't looking forward to this movie at all. I thought that it looked pretty horrible, and I thought it would just be another one of these really bad dog movies, because we've had quite a few recently. We've had the 3 A Dog's Purpose movies, because we had A Dog's Purpose, then A Dog's Way Home, and A Dog's Journey was okay, but the other 2 were absolutely terrible. So it seemed like it was just another one of those movies. We haven't been getting a whole lot of dog movies recently, and the ones we have really just been failing. But this one actually surprised me. I thought it was pretty decent. The best part about The Art of Racing in the Rain is that it is a very entertaining movie. And I think that this movie would honestly stand on its own without being a dog movie. In fact, the dog aspects of this movie are by far the worst part of this movie, because they come at the worst time. The narration just feels so on the nose and unnecessary. But really, this movie works on its own because it's a story about a guy who goes to the lowest of the lows and has to try his hardest to climb back to living a happy life again. And the way that it goes through that story is really, really interesting. And everything that has to do with his daughter and his wife and the parents of his wife is all really, really interesting stuff. And honestly, all of that could have worked as its own independent movie. And in fact, I kind of wish that it did, because I think it would have had even more emotional resonance than it already did. Because the thing that this movie has that not a whole lot of other movies do is emotional resonance. At least from my experience, I was caught up in what was happening because I was very emotional about what was happening. And to be fair, they used a lot of emotional manipulation tactics. I mean, I can't spoil what some of them are because some of them are spoilers, but they use kids in this movie. They use dogs in this movie. They use dog abuse, or just kind of abuse in general in this movie. It's a lot of really vulnerable, emotionally manipulative stuff, and this movie manipulates the heck out of it. So of course there are some problems with this movie relying purely on emotional manipulation rather than trying to be a quality film, but still, outside of that, this is just a well-made movie, I think. And I think that the dialogue really shines. I think that the way that the scenes are ordered and how long they are, it all fit really well. It's a very polished movie is what I'll say. And for what the trailers were selling to me, I wasn't expecting this to be a polished movie. But honestly, I just thought that it was really sweet. I thought it was entertaining. It's just an innocent movie that does absolutely nothing wrong that I really enjoyed. In the end, I will give The Art of Racing in the Rain a 6 out of 10. It has a lot of problems, but in the end, it hits all the emotional beats that it needs to, and honestly, I was fine with it. So anyways, that was my review for The Art of Racing in the Rain. So what are your thoughts on this movie, or what did you think of the book? Have you read it? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.